Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the management of cross-culture teams. So in this lecture, we will discuss about the management of what is cross-culture and cross-culture team of management. Get to know each team member, take steps to retain a cultural diverse staff. The cross-cultural management team and get to know the team's cultural differences and so starting with the characteristics of cross-culture teams. So trust is a crucial characteristics for any high-functioning, effective team. If you have ever worked on a team, you know you have a trust others to ensure the job is done. You also have to have team members who are dedicated and committed to the welfare of the entire group. Trust in any situation is difficult to create and even harder to sustain. However, if you have a multicultural team, it is particularly challenging for several reasons. A key reason for this is because communication style vary from one culture to another. While a universal employee messaging system may help, this is not the end-all solutions in most cases. There are other factors that the cross-cultural management team has to keep in mind. Because of these different beliefs and style of communication, many multicultural teams are prone to friction. The good news is there are ways to minimize this friction and ensure any team is successful. Get to know each team member. So, discussing the aspects of this cross-culture team management. Number one, to get to know each team member. It is essential that the management of a company or even the team leader take the time to get to know team members. Learn about their story and journey. Encourage them to use the skills and knowledge they have to help the group. Many multicultural teams have individuals with unique skills that are beneficial to everyone when uncovered. Don't ignore these specialized skills. Doing so many lead to team members feeling unappreciated. Number two is take steps to retain a cultural diverse staff. Some cosmopolitans feel poorly managed and misunderstood. As a result, they may not remain loyal to a certain organization. However, if the management provides opportunities for the individual to receive recognition for their multicultural skills or even recognize them, they can avoid this outcome. Take some time to give the individual that let them feel appreciated and intellectually stimulated. The cross-cultural management. Number three is the cross-cultural management team needs to create a structure for success. The absolute best way to ensure successful team is to create conditions that set the members up for this. For multicultural teams, this means ensuring they have a compelling and clear direction. Members of the team need access to resources and information to complete the task given efficiently. If a structure is not established right away, pause means so. Don't let this happen. Even everyone understands the structure, productivity, and success are going to follow. Number four is the get to know the team's cultural differences. As mentioned before, getting to know the team member is important. However, it is also essential to take some time to get to know any other differences present. This includes different language as well as fault lines. Also get to know how possible miscommunication and misconception is. A great way to concentrate miscommunication is by implementing employee self-service software. With this, your team members can easily know what is going on with each person. The software can manage several aspects of team including schedule time off, questions with the work being done and more. Number five is create clear norms and maintain them. You when you have a multicultural team, you also have several different work styles in play. As a result, it is up to the team leader to establish norms. Once created, everyone needs to stick with these established standards, regardless of what their personal default is. It is not a good idea to impose style, but take into consideration what works best for the entire team. Implementing practices from other cultures are often useful. Number six is work to build personal bonds. A great way to ease potential disagreements or conflict is to establish personal connections. While deep personal friendship may be possible, there are methods to use that can foster individual connections and rapport. Take some time to encourage these personal relationships, which is going to help the entire team in the long run. Number seven is address conflict immediately. Regardless of the team or members, conflict is inevitable. This is even true with a multicultural team. If tension does come up, make sure to address it right away. This can help ensure a manageable conflict does not turn into something that's impossible to manage. Any leader needs to understand various cultural perspectives. When they do this, they can serve as a cultural bridge to minimize the effects of conflicts. So, creating successful cross-cultural teams is required. There are countless benefits offered by cross-cultural team is in the workplace. While making these team work may seem like an insurmountable challenge, this is not necessarily the case. There are countless ways to predict and prevent serious issues. One of the biggest miscommunication is simple to manage by using employee self-service software. This technology can help prevent issues between team members and ensure the team work together for the betterment of the company. In the long run, everyone is happier and more work is done. So, thank you. This was the end of the lecture. In the next lecture, we will discuss the leadership traits required for managing cross-culture team participatory strategic planning. Thank you very much.